In the previous video, I talked about how the BJ Fogg behavior model is the key to unlocking behavior change and product adoption for new users. It emphasizes three key elements that must converge simultaneously for a behavior switch to occur. First is motivation, desire or willingness to do the new behavior. Second is ability, ease in doing the new behavior. And third is prompt. That's a cue or trigger to do the new behavior. Now together, these elements form the BJ Fogg behavior model. And if you plot motivation and ability on a graph, you'll see a curved smiling shape called the action line. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to build a behavior-based user onboarding email campaign using the power of the BJ Fogg behavior model. By the way, my name is Ramli John, Managing Director at ProductLed. Hello. Before I talk about the content of this video, this content is an excerpt of the upcoming book that I've written with Wes Bush called Product-Led Onboarding. You can download the first chapter for free and join the waitlist now at onboardingbook.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at RamliJohn or add me on LinkedIn to get more tips about onboarding and product-led growth. Let's jump in. In the user onboarding experience, prompts are critical during two key moments. First is to help users achieve the desired outcome and experience the value of a product soon after signing up. Second is to help users to continue to use a product until they adopt it into their life and workflow. During the user onboarding journey, prompts can occur inside the app, such as product tours, checklists, tooltips, and other product bumpers, or outside of it, like emails, SMS, phone notifications, and old school direct mail. Now, they're critical in creating an engaging environment for new users to learn how a product works and to decide if it's the right fit for them. For prompts or onboarding emails or SMS to be effective, they should be personalized and timely. That's why I suggest against a purely time-based email flow at all costs. The problem with this approach is, first, it doesn't consider what the users have already done in your product. Second, it doesn't personalize the emails to drive users to the next step in the onboarding process. Third, it does not adapt to users' needs, anxieties, and challenges. You're going to come across as annoying, spammy when you do this. That's why we believe at ProductLed that the best onboarding email flows are triggered based on the actions that users have or have not taken inside the product. This ensures that the communication is both timely and relevant. At ProductLed, we use a three-step process to create a behavior-based onboarding communication plan. You can apply this process to all types of conversational bumpers such as SMS text messages, browser notifications, in-app messages, direct mail, and of course, straight up email. Here's the 3 steps to build a behavior-based onboarding communication plan. First is to identify the key milestones in your straight line onboarding. It could be right after users sign up so you can welcome them. It could be critical onboarding steps users need to complete to experience the value of the product. It could be the moment users achieve their first strike. It could be before, during, and after the free trial period ends. For example, with Canva, an online graphics tool, here are 7 key milestones in the onboarding according to my eyes. First is user signs up. Second is they select a template. Third, they edit a template. Fourth, they add their own photos. Fifth, they download the design. Sixth is they start Canva Pro trial. And 7 is Canva Pro free trial ends. After you have these key milestones in your straight line onboarding, the second step is to add behavior-based prompts based on the actions users have taken inside the product. Now, not all user journey are the same. One visitor could sign up for the product and then immediately become distracted by a phone call or a Twitter message. Others might sign up, play around with a few core features, and decide not to convert. By sending relevant emails filled with juicy content related to a user's specific needs, the product is kept at the top of mind and kickstarts their motivation to use it again. Now, behavior-triggered emails also have the potential to take users further on in their onboarding journey. By sharing super specific information at the right time, you're not at risk for repeating details that they already know or something that they've already done. And you can also tell them what's ahead so that they can know what to expect. Now, you want to keep the emails resourceful with one clear CTA that drives them back to action that that they haven't yet finished. Now, there are a ton of powerful tools out there that can help you create behavior-based emails. For better segmentation, look for ones that target based on product and user data. Examples I can think of are Intercom User List, ActiveCampaign, or there's a bunch of other ones. To build a behavior-based onboarding email flow, look at the success path of your straight line onboarding milestones that you built out in the first step. Now, for each step, determine the information or content users might require to complete it. Now, look back to the BJ Fogg behavior model. They could be lacking motivation, or they could be lacking ease, like it's too hard for them. So if they lack motivation, you can share content that amplifies the pain of their current situation. Reiterate the value of your product. Now, in the case that they lack ability and it's too hard for them, share relevant templates, resources, videos, tutorials, education articles. You can also remind them to keep in touch with the team for support. The first important onboarding step after users sign up with Canva is selecting a design template. Ask yourself this question: why might new Canva users not select a template? Maybe they lack inspiration. In that case, use an email to send relevant design templates. Now, the next step is Canvas straight line onboarding is to edit a template. Once again, ask yourself why users might get stuck and not edit a template. Maybe they're confused about how to do it. Perhaps they need help from the support team. Now, repeat this process for the remaining milestones. Don't forget to send welcome messages as well. Here are some additional examples of other types of content you can send during the onboarding process to help users get to the first stride. First is value-based emails focused on communicating the functional, emotional, or social job of a product. How will your product make the user's life better? Second are usage tips email, where they're helpful nudges of the direct user to take steps that will set them up for success. Third is case study emails, where you share customer success stories to inspire users to continue using the product and become paying customers. Share stories to overcome objections. Fourth is trial expiration warning emails to remind users how many days are left in the trial period and emphasize the value of upgrading to a paid account. Fifth is trial extension emails. Ask users if they want a trial extension. Now, you'd be surprised how many people actually ask for an extension after the trial's already ended, and a bunch of them actually end up become paying customers. Six is sales touch emails, and this is ones where sales or customer success teams reach out to users. Now, this can be automated or manual emails. For your app, look at the straight line onboarding and ask yourself, if people get stuck, is it because of a lack of motivation or is it a lack of ability? The best way to find out is to talk to your customers. If it's motivation, once again, what are ways that you can share to them that would inspire them to continue forward? If it's lack of ability, is there anything you can do to make it easier for them? Once you have that, the third step is to fill in the rest of the details of the communication, whether that's SMS, in this case, email. If you're at a loss for words, below are some templates and examples that I'm going to share. For example, here's an email template you can send to welcome new users. It says subject, personal hello. Body says here, hey, I'm one of the co-founders of your company name. In this case, of Product Led. And I'm excited you decided to sign up. The Product Led team, or whatever your company name is, and I have poured our heart and soul into making whatever key outcome your product solves. Suck less. So I get fired up when someone like you joins. Now, my top priority is to make sure that you're able to insert value proposition. So if you have any question about our product, the website, or even my lackluster mustache, feel free to reply directly to this email. I hope you can accomplish key outcome in your product and stay in touch. P.S. Yes, I'm a real human. Wes, co-founder. Now, what I really love about this is it adds a lot of humor. Now, for some of you, your brand is more formal, but anytime you can come across as a human talking, it does make a huge difference. It's just an absolute pet peeve of mine that a lot of apps come across as robotic. The more personal you come, the more easier it is to help people achieve the desired outcome. The second example is Wistia Soapbox product. It's a perfect example of a usage-based onboarding email. After you create your first video, they send a usage tip email to encourage you to share it with someone. Another type of onboarding prompt is a case study email. This could include a video testimonial, customer story, or old-fashioned case study. Now, InVision does this by showcasing some of the incredible designs their customers have created with the product. Now, for more examples of onboarding emails and communication, you can check out Chapter 13 of the Product-Led Growth book. You can find it in the link below, where I can link the PDF version of that. In the user onboarding experience, behavior-based emails are critical to help users achieve the desired outcome and continue using a product until they adopt it into their life and workflow. As discussed in this video, here are the 3 steps we use at Product-Led to build behavior-based email campaigns. First is to identify the key milestones in the straight line onboarding. Second is to add behavior-based prompts. And the third is to actually fill in the details, the subject line, the copy, and everything else. Now, once again, this is an excerpt of an upcoming book that I've written with Wes Bush called Product-Led Onboarding. Now, you can get the first chapter for free and join the waitlist now at onboardingbook.com. If you found this video valuable, kindly share it with your colleague. Don't forget to also subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos to help you grow your business faster with product-led growth. Well, that's all for this video. This is Ramli John, Managing Director at Product-Led. Happy growing and see you in the next video.